ADX launches the FTSE ADX Growth Market Index, and global Sukuk issuance expected to reach $185 billion this year. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. The Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange has launched the FTSE ADX Growth Market Index in partnership with FTSE Russell. It enables investors to track the performance of emerging and fast-growing companies starting their capital market journey in the UAE. The Growth Market Index went live today and takes over from the second market. It's an emerging equity segment that connects investors and privately owned businesses in sectors like sports, transportation, wholesale trading, and healthcare. Global Sukuk issuance is projected to moderate, settling at $185 billion this year. That's according to Refinitiv's 2022 Sukuk survey, which shows 41% of respondents are bullish about growth in global Sukuk supply. The report projects global Sukuk issuance at a CAGR of 6.8% over the next 5 years, reaching $257 billion by 2027. The report shows international Sukuk issuance slowed in the first half of this year, despite strong activity from issuers capitalizing on high demand. The chairman of Lukoil, Oleg Maganov, died today after falling through the window of a hospital in Moscow. The death comes under mysterious circumstances just months after Lukoil emerged as a rare high-profile voice of dissent against the invasion of Ukraine. State-run news agency TASS reported Maganov's death was the result of suicide. Adding to the confusion, Lukoil issued a statement saying he died after a serious illness. Maganov is the second Lukoil executive who has died under mysterious circumstances in recent months. UK household incomes are set to fall 10% in real terms in the next 2 years, in the steepest such drop for a century. That's according to the Resolution Foundation. It blames global supply shocks and the war in Ukraine, but also low productivity and earnings growth over the last decade. It says the drop in real spending power will be the worst fall in 100 years, worse than in the 1970s or during World War II. Unemployment in the Eurozone stood at its lowest recorded level in July at 6.6% of the active population. The EU Statistics Agency says Eurozone unemployment has fallen from 7.7% a year ago, with an estimated 12.96 million out of work in the full 27-nation EU. Youth unemployment, or job seekers under 25, ticked down slightly between June and July to 14.2% in the Eurozone. Germany's Lufthansa says it's canceling almost all of its flights to and from its main German hubs in Munich and Frankfurt on Friday after pilots called a strike. The airline will cancel 800 flights on September 2nd, affecting 130,000 passengers. Pilots called the strike after pay negotiations collapsed. The disruption could lead to further cancellations or delays on Saturday and Sunday. U.S. officials have ordered Nvidia to stop exporting 2 top computing chips used in artificial intelligence to China. It's a move that could hamstring Chinese firms' ability to carry out advanced work like image recognition. It could also cost Nvidia hundreds of millions of dollars in business. The order affects chips designed to speed up machine learning tasks. Nvidia says they were told the new rule would address the risk that the chips may be used for military purposes in China. After a record heat wave dried up large areas of the Yangtze Basin, Chinese provinces are planning to spend billions of dollars on new water infrastructure. The Ministry of Water Resources has approved 25 big projects this year, with total investment of $246 billion. With per capita water supplies only a quarter of the global average, authorities are also concerned about the impact of low rainfall on the upcoming autumn harvest, with some suggesting 20% of China's crop could be affected. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.